If you want to better your relationships with other people, you want to create more harmonious relationships, you need to check out your mother wound and your father wound. Your mother wound, your father wound, because we have both those things, okay, is simply a wounding that you have within your spirit, right, that usually shows up in relationships that show you either where you weren't nurtured or where you were disappointed within the relationship with your mom and your dad. And a lot of people tend to think that it's this big thing, but because your mother and your father is the first relationship that you're ever introduced to, what happens there and how they either disappoint you, how they have hurt you, how you have experienced pain from them shows up in all the other relationships that you experience. So when you're seeing certain patterns in certain relationships and you want to understand how are you toxic to your own relationships, or how are you not really allowing relationships to show up the way you want to, you need to look at your mother wound and you need to look at your father wound. Those two things are super important. How do you look at those things? You got to get super duper honest with yourself and ask yourself, did my mother show up the way that I hoped she did and wanted her to? Did my father show up the way that I hoped he did and wanted him to, excuse me? And if you are the type of person that's like, I have amazing parents, they are fantastic, they've done everything for me, they show up X, Y, and Z, you're that person, how do they hurt you? You got to get honest with yourself, because in every relationship, you will get hurt one way or another. And that hurt could have been something that they did long ago when they left you by accident at the grocery store. And maybe it's something that you're like, it's no big deal, it happens. If it affected you in a way that actually hurt you, if it affected you in a way that actually caused pain, it is a wound from either your mother or your father. And you need to look at that wound and you need to nurture that wound so that that wound doesn't consistently show up in every other relationship you're experiencing.